The stunning Castlevania art of Ayami Kojima. She's known for her explicit gothic style and she did a lot of character art for Castlevania series. Castlevania Symphony of the Night is a game that set a milestone in the series and is the initiator of the metroidvania genre. The story takes place in Transylvania 5 years after Richter Belmont killed Count Dracula. The son of the vampire, Alucard, wakes up in his self-induced sleep and decides to investigate the sudden appearance of his father's castle. As he is half human, his skin is pale, his eyes are yellow and he has long silver yellow-like hair. In addition, he has dark clothing and a cape with a silver interior. His father, Vlad Dracula Tepes, has grey hair, light eyes and a pale skin. Like his son, he has long hair, however, in this case, he has a mustache and a goatee. Combined with his European clothing that were popular in the Middle Ages, he looks like a real earl. The character designs are spot on and appealing. Without a doubt, bystanders could tell what Castlevania's theme is. Her works have many inspirations. On first glance, one could think her male characters have a bishonen look, aka pretty boys. However, most of the characters have strong jaws, broad chins and noses. Her main inspiration is gothic art, and because she has a lot of vampire characters, they all have white tan. Lighter colors such as white brings more youth into an illustration, simply due to the masking of wrinkles and imperfections. That said, she uses a lot of dark colors in her clothing and in the background, which immediately forces attention to the lighter areas. This is extremely effective in her designs because her illustrations have a lot of things going on at the same time. Castlevania Dracula X Chronicles is a remake of Castlevania Rondo of Blood. The story takes place prior to Symphony of the Night and brings us back to the original vampire hunter clan, the Belmonts. The plot begins in 1792 with the young Richter Belmont, who enters the castle after he heard Count Dracula abducted his beloved. Without a doubt in his mind, he's planning to crucify everything in his path to save her. He has long brown hair, blue eyes and clothing, and is the wielder of the infamous whip called the Vampire Slayer. His girlfriend and later wife Annette was kidnapped by one of Dracula's minions to lure Richter in. With similar fashion, Maria was also one of the villagers that was caught to be sacrificed for Dracula. Later on, she returns in Symphony of the Night as a vampire hunter that searched for Richter. And because it's 5 years later, she looks more mature. Ayami Kojima creates great detail in the eyes, and especially the eyebrows have interesting designs you don't see quite often. Most of the hair is curly and long, even though the hairstyle is stylistic. It is still believable because the volume fits the characters who are generally drawn with a major facial structure. The line art is soft and integrates well with the colors, giving the paintings a realistic touch. Castlevania Aria of Sorrow is a game that uses a more futuristic approach compared to its predecessors by taking place in 2035. 36 years ago, the Belmont clan sealed Dracula away in the sun eclipse and thus was prophesied to be reincarnated by the next eclipse. During this event, Soma Cruz was visiting Japan to observe the eclipse together with his friend. Soon after it started, he found himself in Dracula's castle, where he awakened his power of dominance. His friend Mina Hakuba, a priestess of the shrine where the anomaly occurred, also entered Dracula's castle. She joins the quest in unraveling the prophecy surrounding Dracula's resurrection. Actually, Ayami Kojima redesigned these characters. This is the original art, which was more drawn in a generic manga style. She is known for her artistic design surrounding dark themes combined with religious implications. Some of her art even contain nudity and are explicit in nature. That said, most of the art are character close-ups that stop at the mid-waist. Most of them gaze in the observer's eyes with an intriguing expression, even to the point that one may think that every character contains a dark past or motive. This is what makes her art stand out. I mean, if her art was on exhibition, anyone could tell you that she's a pro. Harmony of Dissonance story starts 44 years before Dracula X. The game revolves around Just and Maxim, both excellent fighters that want to join the Belmont clan. Just was more in favor to wield the vampire killer, leading Maxim to try and prove himself by trying to revive Dracula and kill him. He gets possessed and instead abducts their childhood friend Liddy and thus needs to be stopped. Castlevania Lament of Innocence takes the series to the very beginning, the 11th century of Europe. The story is about a young baron named Leon Belmont that wants to rescue his fiancée Sarah. He is the first of the Belmont clan to kill a vampire. He uses the Whip of Alchemy, which later turns into the most iconic vampire killer that is passed on to the other clan members. His friend and ally Matthias was a master tactician who betrayed him, as he turned angry at God when his wife died due to illness. In the end, he used the Crimson Stone to turn immortal and became known as Count Dracula. Kojima's style focuses on strong shading, monochrome colors and an overall pastel-like technique that are mixed with other mediums such as acrylics, Indian ink and gloss polymer medium. She uses a variety of tools such as a palette knife and skills such as finger paint to create a glowing gradient on her works. Here are some additional art from the Castlevania series. I like that she is quite consistent with the style. I personally think she does favor drawing male over female characters. Nevertheless, she is great at both. Thanks for watching, I'm fantasy light novel author GP Vugs, currently looking into the works of Tetsuya Nomura, the character designer of multiple popular Japanese role-playing games, and the artist who created the most iconic Square Enix characters. And be sure to check out my books on my Amazon page and subscribe to my channel for regular in-depth styles of manga artists of our favorite video games.